Lyft driver took me to a different location and I got out and ran. Hey, I just needed to get this off my chest. On Friday, I landed in Nashville Airport. Called a Lyft to take me to a nice cafe downtown. Lyft driver showed up, car and plates matched the description. But the name, Brandy. I asked, Brandy? He said, oh no, I'm just her brother. I hesitantly got in, first mistake. While driving, he starts asking weird questions. Am I meeting anyone there? Will they be there soon? Tells me this cafe is in a bad part of town. To me it looked ultra bougie online, and in the heart of town. Suddenly he clicked that he had dropped me off on the app. He said he was taking me to a nicer place, and that he'd pay for me. I basically just stuttered and said a lot of no, that's okay. He pulled into a gas station and said he had to use the bathroom. As soon as he went in, I got out and ran. I had to run pretty far, and into an insurance place where everyone was speaking Spanish and didn't seem to speak much English. Thankfully they understood I needed just let me sit inside while I waited for a new cab. I looked out of the window for a long time until he finally left. I reported the driver. Didn't hear anything back. I don't know. Do you think I made the right call? Along with a lot of the conversation, I just felt like he was going to do something bad to me. Update: there seems to be some confusion. I did report on Lyft, I just haven't made a police report yet. Update again: thanks to all of you raising hell, Lyft reached out to me directly via Reddit. They are opening an official investigation. Trust your gut, nothing he was doing sounds normal or safe. I'm just really glad we're not reading about you in tomorrow's news. Yes, please listen, never ever get in the car if they are not the person the app says is picking you up. I don't care if it's his girlfriend or his sister or his mommy, but the reason he's using someone else's name is because he shouldn't be using that app as a driver. That's sketchy AF. Call the police now. Even if the only thing telling you to run is your instincts, trust them. Outside of that, it absolutely sounds like the guy was Sue's, especially since he seemed determined to know if you were alone or not. I'm glad you're safe. I too got out of an Uber Lyft in Nashville. The man turned off the app and said he would charge cheaper himself. I kept saying no, only the app, only the app. When we stopped, I jumped out. It was 1 a.m. and I was alone. I was pregnant, so left my friends to party, so I was 100 sober. I'm sure he thought I had been drinking. There is absolutely no reality in which his actions indicate good intent. None. You did exactly the right thing. I am sorry this happened to you. I'm close friends with someone who works for Uber's safety department. Sometimes it takes them a day or two to investigate, so I'd keep an eye out for that. If you still don't hear anything, reach out again. If you don't hear anything after reaching out again, become a problem, tweet Lyft, post about it on multiple platforms, etc. You'll get a response from someone because they hate bad press. I'm so sorry this happened to you. I'm proud of you for getting out. Just please don't ever get in the car if the driver isn't the driver on the app. Another man using a fake female name to prey on traffic women on Lyft. Lyft are complicit. Sue me. Never get in the car if it's a man with a fake profile. He's a predator. No other explanation fits that hallmark. I am so sorry, you absolutely did the right thing. That is so scary. I'm glad you're okay. He took you somewhere you didn't want to go against your stated will. He might not have had evil intent, but he was kidnapping you. Please report him if you can. You need to stop everything and call the police to file a report. I bet this isn't the first attempt to traffic someone, and very much doubt it is his last. Please report it. You could be saving someone else's life here. Holy shit, I'm glad you're terrifying. I am not a lawyer, but that sounds an awful lot like a legit kidnapping. The driver was transporting you to an unknown location against your will. He and his sister need to be permanently banned from the app. I am so glad you trusted your instincts. This guy was a complete creep, and none of this situation was okay. I really wish these apps could do more to assure the safety of their users. These stories happen way too often. You definitely made the right call. Worst case scenario if you run for nothing? The guy's feelings are going to be a bit hurt. Worst case scenario if you don't run? Your life is in danger. You have all the info you need to create a police report and create a paper trail on this guy. Otherwise he's going to do it to another girl, and she won't be as smart as you. Follow up on the report. That was an attempted kidnapping. He indicated to the app that he had dropped you off, but he was trying to take you to an unknown location. You 100% made the right call. There's a feature where you share your location with friends or family. I always click that when I'm alone. I would call the police as soon as you can. Give them details. Set a time to come in if you cannot come in now. They should understand that. If this happens to anyone, call 911. Kidnapping is an emergency. Don't think this is a police report situation, it's a serious crime. Former Uber Lyft driver here. In the end you absolutely did the right thing. That sounded sketchy as hell. In the future, absolutely do not get into an Uber or Lyft where the person driving is not the person who's supposed to be driving. That alone is a huge red flag and would earn the actual driver a ban. Follow up on this. You got away, but the next woman might not. You did great, OP, trust your gut. For anyone else reading this, don't get in a car if something seems weird or off, like the name not matching. Even if it's awkward or embarrassing, or you're not 100% sure. Better safe than in a car with a dangerous person. I'm going to take you to a different destination than you requested. Kidnapping, and I'll even pay for you kidnapping for a forced date. Please file a police report. I hope you preserve the license plate. Anyone who alters your plan without your consent and you didn't even know the guy is a glaring red flag. Clicks the app has dropped off. I'll take you somewhere better. I'll pay for you. All massive red flags. You were right to take action. Also, believing and going with this guy, best case scenario, would have improved your life. Not at all. Trusting your gut may have saved your life. You'll never know. He essentially kidnapped you. Him getting out to go to the bathroom was sketchy as fuck. For all you know, he was going in to grab a condom. My wife and her friend had this happen with an Uber while visiting in Southern California. Guy just drove past the hotel and marked he dropped them off and kept driving. They bailed at a red light and ran for it. You definitely made the right call. Even in the very slim chance he wasn't doing something bad, you don't do that to someone. That is kidnapping. Report this to police before he does it again to another woman. The fact that people wonder if escaping a kidnapping was the right call is crazy to me. Can't be called a different way. This is scary, and I am sorry this happened to you, OP. Please inform the police. This could happen to somebody else. That was kidnapping. He kidnapped you. I'm just saying, if I had been watching that movie, I would have been screaming, "Girl, are you NNNN? Good job trusting your instincts." I don't know how Lyft works with regard to checking their drivers are who they say they are, but I do wonder if Brandy exists. Definitely report his ass. Always trust your gut. I thought these apps had photos to match the driver with. Regardless of the name photo thing, the whole situation sounds shady. From taking you to a nicer place to ending the route early, I'd say you made the best call. File a police report and then call an attorney. Normally I don't comment on things and I hate to be alarmist, but since no one else has mentioned it, it's possible the car was stolen. Since he clearly wasn't Brandy, it might be worth informing the police sooner than later. That dude was 100% going to do bad things. I mean, you should really contact the police. That was a kidnapping. And he will do this again.